ladies and gentlemen. And as he's spoken himself, he has a wealth of experience. And most of all, he has helped so many people create financial success from the comfort of their own home. So it's always an honor to be on the same call as him. I'm not going to take up too much time today, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to really give you a little bit about my backstory, and I want to give you a little bit of a view of what we have here. When I got started in the trading industry a little over a decade ago, I fell on my face really, really bad. Let me get this up a little bit. I fell on my face really, really bad. I lost more money. I made money and I lost more money than I made. And a lot of times when it comes to investing, it's difficult to have a consistent streak long term than it is to be successful. And I remember I heard someone say one time, when it comes to investing, that if you're going to be investing in stocks, if you're going to be investing in Forex, any of these legitimate investing services, you want to try at the end of a month to be just 5% up. And here's what I mean by that. If you can have the ability to where in a month, you're 55% correct at the time and you lose 45% of the time, that is a winning strategy and a winning method. And you should continue on that and double down. Why? Because a little bit, 5% every single month, eventually by the end of the year, turns into 100%, and you compound that over time, which creates the real wealth. And so when I learned that, I immediately became obsessed with just perfecting that ratio, right? And so from there, I had a lot of success. I got into creating the technology for these kind of services. Most of all, when I started seeing success, I wanted to really, I'm not sure if you guys remember these books. I don't even know if they even make them anymore, but you used to go to, I think it's Barnes and Nobles, if you guys ever remember those stores, right? All over the world. And you walk in and they have this section where it says, mechanics for dummies, learning Spanish for dummies. I wanted to make Forex for dummies. I wanted to make trading for dummies. I wanted to simplify it. And so that's where I got involved in creating technology that really simplifies the trading. Why? When I got so excited because I started making a lot of money in this industry, and immediately I wanted my mom to learn how to do it. I wanted my brother. I wanted my sister. I wanted my family friend. And the commonality that they all had was that they didn't see success. It could have been patience. Some of them had more of a full-time job. Some people just don't have the extra capacity from their brain or in their time to just figure it out. But what's crazy is that 90% of trading successfly is actually emotion. 10% is technical. So if you figure out that 5% that I was talking about earlier, the technical is easy. The strategy is easy. The 90% is the difficult part. That's why so many of my friends and families failed, because that emotion kicked in, right? We're natural. We're humans. We're not perfect. And so I immediately decided that I want to create something where I could use technology to make it for dummies, or better yet, better word, people who are busy or more emotional, to eliminate the psychological battle. And so I went to look at and analyze Wall Street. If you guys look at Wall Street right now, all over the world, artificial intelligence is becoming extremely popular. And what's funny is that it didn't just come out. It's funny, the world usually learns about things, like the average person, once it's been around for at least 10 to 20 years. This kind of technology has been being used by hedge funds, governments, for banks for the last 10, 15, 20 years. And the way that they have it structured is they have the technology working. They develop algorithms of these savant or intelligent traders, and they let the robot do it while the human manages it, right? It's not completely hands off. Why? Sometimes there's things that the AI doesn't understand. A president can make a speech tomorrow. There could be a war that breaks out between, example, Russia and Ukraine. AI doesn't understand those kind of things and how it could affect the current algorithm. And so pulling it all back, I wanted to create a platform and tools, more importantly, where a person who has little to no knowledge at all can start getting involved today to really just follow the guidance of professional traders, people who've been doing this, who do it for a living, people who trade for hedge funds, and or they could also piggyback off of AI technology, right? And the success rate of that has been unbelievable. The last 8 years specifically, I've helped literally millions of people to leverage these kind of concepts all over the world. But now, the best of the best technology, we created in-house. I created with my tech team. Biggest goal was I wanted to solve 2 challenges, and then I'm going to talk about the services for you and why it's just going crazy and people aren't seeing a lot of success. The first one is I wanted to create a price that made sense for the world. A lot of times when it comes to learning investing, especially a skill set of trading, very expensive. You go to a 3-day seminar. You could go to a 3-day Forex seminar where Friday to Sunday, they will coach you every single day. And after the seminar, it's over. You can't call the coach. You can't help them. They can't help you implement the strategy. And just the average seminar around the world to do that for 3 days is $5,000. That's the average. There's some that are 10, 20,000. Now, if you want to hire the coach or the educators after that 3-day seminar, they range anywhere from $500 an hour on the low end to $5,000 an hour on the higher end, dependent on the person. But let's just go back to the $500 an hour, right? It's expensive. Why? Because once you learn this skill set, that you literally learn the ability to make money out of thin air. As funny as that sounds, ladies and gentlemen, that's why investing is the biggest way to become wealthy. So on that note, my goal was not to charge $5,000. It wasn't to charge $500 an hour. My goal was, what if we could create technology for the stock market, create technology for the Forex market, crypto market, and we bring professionals in that are pros in this space, a stock educator, a cryptocurrency expert educator, a Forex cryptocurrency educator, do it in multiple languages, and we charge one price for it. Something affordable, something to where people can pay as they go, right? And so the concept was kind of like Netflix. We've all heard of Netflix. You pay one price and you get to access all different kinds of genres of content. Same exact thing. That's what we did. We created a Netflix for the trading industry. You can access any of the financial markets. You want crypto? We have it. You want stocks? We have it. You want to trade Forex, commodities, indices? We have it. You pick what you want, but the best part is it's working. People are making results, seeing results. And so I'm going to share with you guys 2 things. We did that. We killed it on the price. Number 2, we over-delivered in value. Not only do we have live learning sessions on Zoom calls all over the world in 5 different languages currently right now, we also have technology where it's semi-automated. You can use it to learn how to invest or help invest for you based off your settings and parameters. And we also have fully automated AI technology that, just like a hedge fund, you monitor and watch. And so the first thing I want to say is that one of our technologies that we have, these are technologies that we have leased out to certain banks. The same technology I'm going to share with you right now on our higher end institutional clients, we charge $10,000 a month. The reason why is because it's unlocked and they can do different features with it. But the same technology works for our clients here at the company as long as you have a minimum of $1,000 US. You choose any AE-book broker of your choice, and it'll connect to it via API, and no one has access to it but you and your broker. And so this same tech has generated some just incredible returns, life-changing returns. A lot of people don't understand, before I share my screen, a lot of people don't understand how life-changing just 1% a month is on your money. In the US, it's very difficult to find a bank to give you more than 1% a year on money you put in your savings account. And then if you want to touch it, they charge you to touch it, to move it, right? They have penalties. It's funny, it's your money, right? But that's a year. So if you can do 1% a month on your money, it's outstanding. It's incredible. I'm proud to say that we have been over-delivering on that from our automatic technology and our manual trading technology. And the only difference that means, before I share my screen, ladies and gentlemen, is when I say manual trading is me as a human. I have interaction. A set of numbers come through. I just copy the numbers. I follow the professional and I copy it into another application. Takes 60 seconds to maybe 2 minutes if you don't have experience. Okay. You're just copying professional. Automated means you don't even touch your phone at all. Once you set it up, you then just watch it from another app on your phone, every win, every loss, every close, every open position, and so on and so forth. And so this first piece of technology, we have their algorithms. I'm not going to show you the physical interface of the algorithm because it wouldn't really matter right now because it's just you set it up and it doesn't really do anything. I want to talk to you guys about what our members have been experiencing the last 21 months. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down really quick. As you can, so this website, by the way, it's a third-party credibility website. I don't own this website. I wish I did. I'd probably be a billionaire. But this website, what it does is that it validates the trading portfolio of any Forex trading account. It'll tell you if it's a real account or Monopoly money, because you can get started with Monopoly money to see if you like the strategy, test it out. But as you can see here, this is a real account. It'll tell you the kind of currency in there, US dollar, GBP, this is US dollars, a broker, and so on and so forth. And so what I want you to see is that if I scroll down, right, it doesn't really matter what the deposit is or the profit is. I don't care about that because, you know, you just got to have a minimum of $1,000 to get started. Some of my clients have $700,000 in an account. Some people have 80,000. Some people have 5. It's totally up to your discretion, has nothing to do with me. But I'm going to scroll down real quick, okay? And pretty much we just want to see what the portfolio has been like, okay? So if you look at this, this is January 2022. Remember, this is completely automated. My clients didn't do anything, okay? But I'm just showing you what an average return of my average client has experienced the last 20 months. If you look right here, in January of 2022, it did 3.5%. Amazing. We just talked about 1%. He didn't place one trade, right? She didn't place one trade. February, we did 2%. Still amazing. March 2022, 0.9%. Sometimes people ask me, the first thing initially is like, okay, why are they different, right? Why is this month 3.5? Why is the next month in April jumps up to 6? Well, here's the first answer. Anybody ever tells you that they can give you a guarantee on your money percent-wise every single month, run the other way. It's 100% a scam. It's a Ponzi. That's not how the world works, or we would all be extremely wealthy doing nothing. The way the markets work is there is more opportunity in some months and there's less opportunity in other months, right? Sometimes there's safer parameters to trade in and sometimes there's worse parameters traded. And so our philosophy is we like to take what we can safely off the table. Our goal with our algorithms is capital preservations. Putting the whole gain aside, trying to profit, all that comes second. Our first goal is capital preservation, because why? If we can protect the capital and we preserve it over time, every little small gain here and there, eventually it's going to start exploding. And so April, we did 2022, 6%. I'm going to speed up through this. May, we did 11%. It was amazing. June, 8.6. July, 12.6%. August, 8.6. September had a lot of opportunity in September 2022, 18% that month. October, 13%, November, 7.9, December, 7%, right? Again, every month's going to be different. In the beginning of the year, 3.3, February, not a lot of opportunity. Wasn't that safe to trade in the conditions. We did not even 0.5%. April 2023, not even 2 months ago, 4%. Last month, 7%. So a point being, this is what we are experiencing. These are what the members are experiencing, okay? And I always tell people at the end of a year, I don't tell people 15% a month, 18%. I always tell people, look, at the end of the year, when you look at investing, especially when it comes to trading, what you want to understand is when we look at investing and trading, you look at 12 months. So 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. And the first benchmark with the first year, our average client has seen 5% return at the end of a 12-month cycle. That's not 5% every single month. It's at the end of a year, the average, right? And I think this chart can explain that, right? 1 month's 3.3, another month might be 0.5%. Another month might be 7. Another month might be 11. But the end of a 12-month cycle, the average person has experienced 5% return month. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, you can withdraw your money at any time. I have no control over that. It's nothing to do with me. All you're doing is leasing the technology. Here's the technology. Here's your broker. I have no access to it all. There's a secured wall. And whenever the software finds a trade, it pings the cloud. The cloud takes it on your private account. And so this account, as you can see, has done miraculous, 200% return. You can see the balance that it started with. You can see the profit and so on and so forth. So That being said, this is one of our algorithms that we do have. What I want to also show you, ladies and gentlemen, is something else that we have coming out that's super exciting. And so, again, this is an automated, it takes under 2 minutes to set up, even if you don't have experience. Again, we did Forex for Dummies, trading for dummies. Here's what I mean by that. As long as you have a broker account, a demo or live account, which is 2 sets of numbers. One is your account number. The other one is your password. And you'll get that information and you'll input it on the setup. The setup takes 2 minutes and you're live. And then you monitor everything from another app on your phone. And that's it. You can, and again, withdraw anytime, pause at any time, do whatever you want. It's totally in your control. And so that is our automated ones. And again, it needs a minimum of $1,000 in capital. And you can expect about a 5% return safely a month by the end of the year. And, it's been amazing. Now, this next piece of technology, our users are no longer going to have to copy and paste into the technology. Now, with manual trading, ladies and gentlemen, it's not my opinion. You can come in here and do the numbers for yourself. You can do way more than 5% a month. That's a fact. And I can say that on a recorded call. Why? When you manually trade, you can risk more and you're taking, more importantly, more trade opportunities. With algorithmic trading, when you're looking for more conservative, consistent gains that are still amazing, you're taking less trades and you're looking for less opportunity. Where here you can take more while you're physically taking it. And so you can, more often than not, do more than 5% a month. So let's just say for the sake of this conversation, our clients are doing 10%. It's way more than that on a weekly basis. Don't take my word for it. Again, come in the community. You ask yourself. We have a results group. We post the results every single week. Let's just say you're making though only 10% a month on your money, which is still insane. It's let's just say conservatively, because it's more than that. We're now going to give the client the ability to not only participate and automate the manual traders process that we have. It's not new. It's been working for 2 years. Our numbers are outstanding. The accuracy is outstanding. We're automating that process for you to where you don't even have to copy and paste into another app. And the best part is that, the 2 best parts is, 1, it's not expensive. Number 2 is that literally, you could do more than 5% a month. And best of all is that when you look at the technology and you're making that kind of money, people who have $100 accounts, $200 accounts, $300 accounts, right? Remember I told you earlier about algorithms, you need a minimum of $1,000 and up. Here, you can now get automated trading for as little as $100. People can get involved for $500, $600, $800, $200. It's going to open up there's billions of people on the planet who want to experience automation, but that have more than $1,000. Now they can, and they can have accurate results. And again, choose any broker you want. And so this has never been done before in our space on the retail market. It's going to absolutely explode. In the US, we have a version coming out where it does the exact same thing, but I'm very big on regulation. We have the best legal team in the world. We don't say that lightly. But in the US, you can't have it fully automated. So let's just say you have a business network in the US. You get the same service though. And all they'll have to do when it pops up is it'll say decline or accept. They don't have to copy and paste. First company ever to do in the US as well. It's either accept or decline. It's that simple. And so we take a lot of pride in the people that are on our platform. Why? Because we always want the best of the best on our platform, and we want people to actually be winning. And so all in all, I'm not going to keep going more into it. We have incredible results in looking at started. We not only have incredible results, we have disruptive products. We're going to dominate the market. And most of all, we just have a really awesome and fun community, and it's extremely affordable. As I mentioned before, we could be charging so much more for these services. But our biggest goal was impact, and our biggest goal was to have a bigger outreach instead of just keeping it for a small view.